when it's work, it's come out and apply for the road. Jesus Christ.
Jamaica, October 28, 2025. The skies that were once bright blue turned an ominous gray. The wind began to howl before dawn, and the calm Caribbean Sea transformed into walls of water as tall as buildings. From the southwest, Hurricane Melissa arrived, a monstrous Category 5 storm packing winds of nearly 185 miles per hour, 295 kilometers per hour, the strongest ever recorded to strike Jamaica in modern history. Melissa made landfall over St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, tearing through the coastline with unimaginable force. Within minutes, storm surges up to 4 meters swallowed entire neighborhoods. Streets turned into rivers, and the remains of houses floated away. Roofs were ripped off like paper, while palm trees, once symbols of tropical paradise, fell one after another. Reports from the National Hurricane Center confirmed a central pressure of 892 millibars, placing Melissa among the most powerful Atlantic hurricanes in history. Experts have already called it the storm of the century. No infrastructure on the island was built to withstand such power. Even in Kingston in eastern Jamaica, far from the eye of the storm, residents felt its fury. Torrential rains poured for over 20 hours, triggering flash floods and landslides across the mountains. Rivers burst their banks, isolating towns and villages. Communication lines collapsed, power grids failed, and darkness fell over nearly the entire island. More than 240,000 homes lost electricity. In some regions, transmission towers were toppled by the wind. Emergency crews struggled to reach trapped residents as roads were buried by debris and mud. Medical teams used inflatable boats to rescue victims through flooded streets and destroyed bridges. In the coastal city of Savannah, Lamar, conditions were catastrophic. Muddy seawater submerged homes and shops, forcing people to climb onto rooftops, waiting desperately for help that couldn't reach them. The sound of sirens mixed with the roar of the wind, a terrifying symphony that echoed through the night. The Jamaican government estimated that more than 1.5 million people were directly affected. Prime Minister Andrew Holness urged citizens to prioritize their lives over property. But with limited shelters and blocked roads, thousands were unable to evacuate in time. Airports were closed, ports shut down, and food supplies began to run out. Organizations like the International Red Cross prepared emergency aid, but relentless weather made it nearly impossible to deliver. Even as the storm's core moved northward, torrential rain continued. Floodwaters persisted, isolating western Jamaica under thick layers of mud and debris. Many communities remained cut off, without power, clean water, or communication.
It's raining now. The winds are blowing. I can't go out there. There's no way. That's just too... The trees are...
Melissa was more than just a hurricane. It was a national catastrophe. Jamaica, known for its music and beaches, now stood shattered. Thousands of homes lay in ruins. Bridges collapsed and farmlands were destroyed. The tourism industry, the country's economic backbone, was brought to its knees, with losses expected to reach into the billions. Meteorologists warned that rising ocean temperatures across the Caribbean are fueling stronger, faster-forming storms. The warmer the water, the more energy hurricanes like Melissa can draw. This was not just a natural disaster, but a stark reminder of climate change's growing impact, a planet where the seas themselves are becoming weapons. Night once again descended on Jamaica. Cities remained dark, lit only by candles and flashlights among the ruins. Lightning illuminated the exhausted faces of survivors, searching for loved ones. From the mountains to the coast, the sound of rain and distant cries filled the air. As Hurricane Melissa moved toward Cuba and the Bahamas, Jamaica was left behind, broken but not defeated. Rescue teams began digging through rubble, volunteers handed out food and water, and neighbors helped one another rebuild what was lost. Hurricane Melissa may have passed, but its scars will remain for generations. The island now faces an immense challenge: restoring power, rebuilding homes, reopening roads, and restoring hope. Amid the destruction, the unbreakable spirit of the Jamaican people shines through, a promise to rise again from the strongest storm ever to strike their shores.